Alright. There are many reasons why we buy things from China. It's cheaper, it's easier to get, it's available everywhere, and it saves us money. But that isn't always the best solution to go what's cheaper. You get what you pay for in this world. Quality is way better than quantity, and that's why I think we should always buy American. We should always buy American because it supports the U.S. economy. If you look at our economy now, it's at an all-time low, and China's at an all-time high, as well as Japan. If you take a look at history, it always repeats itself. If you take a look at Pearl Harbor, we were being isolationist in the war, and Japan just bombed us for no reason. And now we support pretty much Japan's economy by buying their things, as well as China's, just because it's cheaper. You're not supporting the U.S. economy, you're not supporting jobs in the U.S., you're not supporting me, my family, you, your family. You're supporting people over in China or Japan that you've never even heard of just to save a couple dollars. I do believe that I know I've done it before. I bought stuff because it's cheaper, but now I try only to buy American, just because for those couple of reasons. Also, things manufactured in Japan are made by slave workers, and China it's by slave workers who are paid little to none. And by buying stuff made over there, you're supporting that. And if you buy stuff in America, obviously we have a minimum wage. We have there's certain things that every company must have, such as like insurance or stuff to help you pay medical insurance, dental insurance. There's tons of things that we regulate in America that they don't regulate over in foreign countries. And if you look at American automobiles, of course, the Hondas and the Toyotas, they're up big right now. They're making the most money. The Hyundais, and I agree. The Fords and the Chevys, they might not last as long if you don't take them in for service regularly. But if you do the right maintenance on them, and you can do it all yourself with the Toyotas and Hondas and whatnot. You can't. It's got computers in there, so you can't mess with anything. Ford's regular engine, just like they've been doing since 1920. It's just a regular engine. You go in there, you can change your own oil, you can touch anything, you can manufacture it. If you can buy it, you can put it on there yourself. You don't have to pay a special technician to go in there and reset the computer. It's pretty much good to go. The Another reason why you shouldn't buy from China is it's just, you're pretty much supporting other countries instead of ours. Our U.S. military could be attacked at any time, and our economy would be doomed. In World War II, when this happened, everyone was back in America at that time. Detroit was one of the #1 automakers in the world. We were giving money to each other. That's why we were such a good country. That's why it's always been like that ever since we were founded. When we came here, we broke away from the British because we were doing our own thing. We were using our own supplies, making our own stuff that we needed. Now we ship everything out and get everything cheaper made overseas by slave workers. And it's just not right. It really isn't. Not for them and not for us. I highly support buying American. There's tons of American brands you can check out. AmericanApparel.com is all American clothing. It's made in America, manufactured in America, from American materials. A lot of times you'll hear, it's made in America with imported materials. That's pretty much, might as well be made in China. It's a little better, but you really need made and manufactured in USA with American materials. That way you're supporting 100% the U.S. government, the U.S., our soldiers, everything. People like to tell me that Pearl Harbor was so long ago, when really it was, not even 100 years ago. It was actually like 60, 70 years ago. So you're telling me when I'm 70 or 80 years old, and Al Qaeda starts making clothes or making cars that are cheaper, you think I'm going to go buy from them? There's no way I would. Japan bombed us in 1942. Al Qaeda, terrorists attacked us on September 11, 2001. I'm not going to forgive something like that just 70 years later. You can't be supporting them because who knows, they might do it again at any time. It's crazy. I'm not saying that I know that that's going to happen, but if they did it once, what says they can't do it again, especially when they're superior powers in the economy regime of the world. Especially with our economy down like this and at an all-time low of unemployment, it's really important to buy American, and I suggest you do it all the time, as many times as you can. I know there's some things you just can't buy anymore in America, but I believe if we all pitch in and do our part, and just buy things American, it'll eventually work, and everything will set back up and we'll be all good. Thanks.